A billionaire tycoon launches India's most opulent airline leather seats, Bollywood hostesses, in-flight spas, and the tagline, "The King of Good Times," etched in gold. By 2011, it's India's second-largest carrier, flying to 80 destinations. Fast forward to 2012. Flights grounded, 34,000 employees unpaid, and banks staring at Rs 9,000 crore in bad debt. Vijay Mallya, the flamboyant owner, flees to the UK, sparking one of India's biggest financial scandals. But was it just hubris or a perfect storm of mismanagement, economic shocks, and systemic failures? Hi and welcome to this deep dive. We'll dissect Kingfisher Airlines' collapse as a debt case study. We'll explore Mallya's vision, the fatal mistakes, the banking lapses, legal twists, including 2025 updates on his bankruptcy and stalled extradition, and timeless lessons for aviation and beyond. If you're into business failures that shaped India, hit like and subscribe. Let's board this flight into history. Vijay Mallya, from beer baron to aviation dreamer. To understand Kingfisher's fall, let's start with its architect, Vijay Mallya. Born in 1955 into the United Breweries dynasty, Mallya took the reins at 28 after his father's death. He transformed Kingfisher beer from a regional brew into India's top-selling brand, raking in billions. By the early 2000s, his net worth topped $1.5 billion. Yachts, Formula One teams, Force India, IPL franchise, RCB, and a Rajya Sabha seat. He was the ultimate showman, king of good times. India's aviation sector was ripe for disruption. Post-1990s liberalization, air travel exploded. Passenger numbers doubled yearly, fueled by a rising middle class. The 2003 Open Skies policy slashed entry barriers, birthing low-cost rivals like Indigo and SpiceJet. Mallya saw an opportunity, not budget flights, but luxury. "Why fly cattle class when you can fly like kings?" he quipped. In 2003, he incorporated Kingfisher Airlines under the Companies Act, investing Rs 100 crore from UB Group coffers. It was personal. Mallya loved racing and glamour, but backed by India's 8 to 9% GDP growth. Little did he know, aviation's razor-thin margins, 2-5%, would devour his empire. Launch and glamour, Kingfisher takes off, 2005-2007. May 9, 2005, Kingfisher's maiden flight from Mumbai to Delhi. 5 Airbus A320s, all economy but premium, hot meals, personal IFE screens, 32-inch legroom. No peanuts here, gourmet cuisine, newspapers, even welcome drinks. Mallya starred in ads toasting passengers, "Fly the Kingfisher way." It was a hit. By 2006, fleet at 10 planes, 20 destinations. Load factors hit 80%, revenues Rs 200 crore. Mallya positioned it as India's 5-star airline, Bollywood tie-ups, lounge access, even pet-friendly policies. Market share climbed to 15%. Investors loved it. UB Tower in Mumbai became HQ. Expansion was aggressive. Orders for 45 aircraft worth $3 billion. International ambitions loomed, but cracks, high costs, operating expenses, 60% fuel staff versus rivals' 40%. Still, in booming India, it seemed sustainable. As Mallya said in 2007, "We're redefining luxury travel." But luxury margins? Just 5 to 7% globally. In India, negative overambition, the Air Deccan gamble and early debt. 2007 peak ambition. To bypass the 5-year domestic rule for international flights, Mallya acquired loss-making Air Deccan for Rs 550 crore, India's first budget carrier. Rebranded Kingfisher Red, it aimed to capture 50% market, premium plus low cost. Fleet ballooned to 40 planes, destinations hit 50. But integration? Disaster. Air Deccan's inefficiencies, high debt, Rs 800 crore, overstaffing, merged with Kingfisher's luxury burn. Costs doubled, Rs $10,000 CR annual ops versus Rs $5,000 CR revenue. Funding? Loans from 17 banks led by SBI. Collateral? Kingfisher trademarks valued at Rs $4,000 CR, overhyped. By 2008, debt, Rs $5,000 CR at 12 to 14% interest. Mallya infused Rs $1,000 CR personally, but it was a strategic error, as he admitted in his 2025 podcast with Raj Shamani. We underestimated synergies. Banks lent freely. Mallya's reputation blinded them to aviation risks. Debt-to-equity ratio, 5:1 versus healthy 2:1. Overexpansion without profitability, classic hubris. Cracks emerge, fuel crisis, mismanagement, and regulatory traps. Enter the storm, 2008, global financial crisis, Lehman collapse ripples, fuel prices triple to 140 barrel, 300% hike. Rupee depreciates 25%, import costs soar. Kingfisher's premium model, vulnerable, no hedging like Indigo. Losses, R$1,000 CR in FY09, escalating to R$5,000 CR by 2011. Mismanagement deepened the hole. Overstaffing and ops inefficiency, 10,000 plus employees, double rivals per plane, absenteeism from unpaid salaries. Vendor delays led to 20% cancellations. Mallya's divided focus, juggling UB, RCB, F1, politics, no aviation expert CEO till 2010. Decisions, flashy, F1 sponsorships, over frugal. Regulatory burdens, Gavi mandates unprofitable routes, e.g. Northeast, 520 rule blocked global growth. Withheld taxes, Rs $1,000 CR in service, PF dues. Freezing of accounts by IT debt in 2011, cash crunch. Mallya sought bailouts, approached FM Pranab Mukherjee in 2011 for downsizing, cut fleet 50% layoffs, but claims rejection. Continue full scale, per his 2025 podcast. Banks restructured debt, or $7,000 CR at lower rates, but no oversight. Annual losses, Rs 10 BN. Employee protests at airports, strikes grounded 50% flights. By 2011, market share, 30% but bleeding or 70 BN accumulated. The debt spiral, R$9,000 CR nightmare and grounding, 2012. 2012, implosion. Debt, R$9,000 CR SBI, Rs$1,600 KR, IDBI, PNB, Rs$800 TR each. Unpaid salaries, R$600 TR, fuel dues, R$300 TR. Engineers refused certifications, no safety checks. OCT 20, DGCA suspends license. All 340 flights halted, 34,000 jobs lost. Airports chaos, stranded passengers. Protests Mallya pumped Rs$300 CR personally, but prioritized lifestyle, yacht parties. In 2025 podcast, Mallya apologizes. Sorry for employees suffering. Banks objected to salary payments. But critics, no moral responsibility. Collapse exposed aviation fragility. Sector debt, $20 bean losses, $2 bean year. Kingfisher, top NPA for PSBs. Legal battles, fugitive status, extradition, and 2025 updates. Post-collapse, SFIO, CBI, ED probes, fraud, laundering, Rs$2,500 CR diverted. Mallya flees March 2016 amid arrest warrants. UK extradition, approved 2018, appeals lost by 2020, but stalled, confidential asylum plea on fair trial fears, prison conditions. As of Sept 2025, on bail in UK, India pushes via CPS visits to Tihar jail, assurances on safety. Recovery, DRT ruled R$6,203 CR, principal plus interest. Banks claim Rs$14,131 CR via auctions, properties, planes, trademarks, now R6 CR value. FM Sitharaman confirmed in 2024, Lok Sabha. Mallya, in June 2025, Podcast X, recovered 2X debt, entitled to relief. Karnataka HC notice issued Feb 2025, SBI delays employee payouts, Sept 2025 letter. Mallya, fugitive not thief, offered settlements. Denies chore, thief tag, blames jealousy versus Air India's bailouts. Lessons for aviation, banking, and entrepreneurs. Kingfisher's autopsy yields gold. Aviation pitfalls. Premium models fail in price-sensitive India. LCCs like Indigo thrive on costs, fuel hedging, lean ops. Lesson, align with demand, diversify revenue, ancillaries 20-30%. Post-Kingfisher, UDAN scheme boosted regional but highlighted infra needs. Banking reforms. Lenders over-relied on brand value collateral, sparked IBC 2016, NPA provisions, now 97% coverage. PSBs recovered Rs. $22,000 CR from fugitives, stricter due diligence mandatory. Entrepreneurial wisdom, overconfidence kills. Mallya's tunnel vision ignored warnings. Debt discipline, leverage. 3.1, focus on cash flow. Governance, dedicated teams over charisma. Ethical note, moral responsibility to stakeholders. Systemic fixes, Gov's bailout hypocrisy. Air India Rs $30,000 CR vs Kingfisher denial, bred distrust. 2025 takeaway, aviation debt still $15 being, need policy stability, fuel taxes, 520 repeal. Kingfisher, cautionary tale of glamour over grit. Kingfisher's crash reshaped India, from NPAs to laws proving ambition without anchors fails. In 2025, with Mallya still fighting, it reminds, success is sustainable, not spectacular. What caused the biggest misstep? Expansion or economy? Comment below. Like if insightful, subscribe for more deep dives like Enron or Wirecard. Thanks for flying with us.